This gentleman, yeah, I can call him a gentleman. He might not look all that gentle, but contrary to popular belief, he's a very, you can't call guys sweet, can you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You call guys sweet?
Maybe that's it.
Another man says sweet is another word, don't call him sweet. Well, he's a very gentle giant. Yeah, gentle, he's a gentle giant. I'll stick with that. Don't call you wax?
Yeah.
But you're not. I would never call you that. So yeah, this gentleman, and I say that he's a very sweet guy because I was presented with a card and flowers, and he also gave a card to Raven and to Quill. And this is the first time in my career of hosting that a feature presented me with a gift or a token saying thank you for allowing me to feature. So I thought that was really, really nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So thank you.
What up? Oh, and just in case I know you came in late, it's gonna be questions after all your pieces. So.
Oh, that's what's good.
There you go.
We like
Right.
That's cool. So when I was going through, I was like, you know, I really, one thing I love about being in this area is every venue brings out a certain part of my writing. And this is a chance I get to like tell stories poetically or tell poems in story fashion, either way. So I said, all right, well, let's tell some stories and you know, you guys know me a little bit better if you don't already. This is already so done with. So choosing these selecting, I was like, well, let's make it fun. So we went a dark story, a great story, a happy story, and a real story. So you can't go from light to dark, you gotta go from dark to light. It only makes sense to do it that way. So we're gonna start off with the dark story first. I hide nothing. Those who know me, I hide nothing. I am not by my own choosing, of course, but for all intents and purposes, I was following this for a long time. And I've always heard coming up that you should, you know, forgive and forget, you should move on, or my favorite was, you don't know that man's demons. And I should reach out and hug, all that good stuff. Yeah, I didn't write that poem. I decided to write what I really felt. You will die. Probably never hear me say these words. Die the death of a coward 1,000 times because you can never face up to the type of man you were. You were absentee. To the umpteenth. The state couldn't find you, but where they failed, fate shall succeed. I shall proceed in life with shame of being a she, being deemed unworthy, unfit, and not good enough, not by your words, but by your deeds, and who knows? You may actually share my pain, but since I never knew you, I'll never know if your father wasn't around, and our suffering is in fact the same, but no matter if that is the case, it only makes your actions more despicable, unforgivable, so I dump thee unforgiving. Unfit for living, you are living dead to me. You exist only as a bad memory that I willingly do not cast off into the abyss of the forgotten, because it serves as the ultimate motivation to remember the rage, walk from the pain, from too many tears, too many fears, and too many years spent without the one that I unwillingly serve as namesake to see that anger is fuel. And I willingly let it consume a part of me so I can never lose the ability to be able to never forgive you. You'll never understand what I've been through. How many days I cursed you in your name, in essence, cursed a part of myself because they are in fact the same. I've been told I am your spitting image. Which probably explains days mother wanted to spit in my image because you left her shortly before you left me. Left us both to my in poverty, which possibly prepared me for the cold world and the harsh reality that you was a selfish bastard. More concerned about your own than your own son's needs, evidenced by the fact that you forced mother to name me after you, you even refused to claim me. That was just your first act of me to denigrate her mental condition. So consider these words my first act of attrition. I've conditioned my mind, my body to be a weapon. Destined for victory should we ever meet. Mad Max rules apply. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves this world. 1 man grieves. It won't be me. I will stand over your wretched carcass and rejoice with glee, and all the products of a single-parent household will rejoice with you. Ding dong, the witch is dead. And the foul, horrible beast you created from 1 too many birthdays missed, resulting in 1 too many birthdays pissed, feeling like there were 1 too many cursed days spent, is finally been fed. And I know what some folks are thinking, for God's sakes, man, what are you thinking? Grow up and get over it, or get on with your life and move on with it. They'll never understand, and that's all I've tried to do. But life has a nice way of pointing out your deficiencies, and I find the vast majority of mine originate from you. Where were you when I got straight A's to say, son, I'm proud of you? Where were you when I got to my first fight to say, jab with the left, you power punch with the right? I'm irrevocably scarred for life. Even though I know it sounds somewhat absurd, I barely believe a word that black males tell me. I always think that at some point, somehow, they're going to fail me. Now, what you hear before you now, the product of oppression and aggression, these words, the poisonous pus flowing out of a sore that's been allowed to fester. You owe me a debt that you can never repay. And lucky for you, mother tried to make me not to be vengeful in my wage. That's mother. The one person who could possibly hate you more than I, exacted the perfect revenge without a direct strike. She tried to design me to be the opposite of you, from spite, but forgive me, mother, this is my fight. My right to defend your and my disgraced honor by unleashing the anguish I have harbored with no regard of standing before his honor, for I am cloaked in the armor formed by emotional scars, tempered over time, weathering those storms that have rained down from my mind. I have removed the J-R from the end of my name, and in doing so, start to remove some of the pain, but one final confrontation remains. But as I said, you will probably die never hearing me say these words. Oblivious to the pain that lay in the wake of your absence, so I wait for the day life vanishes from you, in the same way you vanished from my life, and I can rightly and justly speak of you in the past tense. And should you ever entertain the notion of trying to reach out to me and attempts to right your wrongs, mother and I will inform you that time is too far gone and we've moved on, so don't bother. For I have already begun my ascension from the bottom in which you left me to take my rightful place amongst the gods. And a true God